Right out of the box, this has got to be the most impressive Jackery product I have ever opened. Look how impressive this thing is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the brand new Jackery Explorer 1000. Now, if I thought the Explorer 240 or the Explorer 500 could power a house, this thing definitely has you covered for just about every power need I think you will ever need inside of your van or outside of your van for that matter. Wow, let's take a better look at this thing.
The layout on the front of this battery is so user-friendly, easy to read and understand, and that's what you want out of a product like this, is something that all you got to do is charge it and then plug and play. That's it. No need to stress or worry about wiring and fuses and all that other crazy stuff inside of your van. These units are amazing because all you got to do is drop them in and use them. So this battery here can definitely power your entire van life. It is a total powerhouse. 1002 watt hours of power inside of it. It's got a lithium battery, a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter, which is huge. So let's take a look at the front of this whole thing, starting from the top here. So the display on here is pretty straightforward and easy to understand. So it's showing right now that there's 32% power left on the lithium battery. It's got 0 wattage on the input and 0 wattage on the output, meaning that we're not charging it or pulling anything because we don't have anything plugged into the battery at this time. All the stuff to use is very simple. So if you have USB-C, regular USB, and this one here even has a 3.0 quick charge port, where for somebody like me, this is so important because I charge a lot of my camera batteries, or if I'm filming with my cell phone, I can plug it in here and get a super quick charge on it and be back out on the road doing what I need to do. And it's also got a standard 12 volt accessory plug here as well. But if you want to activate anything in here, it's as simple as pushing that button and everything in here now has power. Same thing goes for over here. When you push this button, you'll hear it all turn on. You hear the fan turn on, the inverter's on. So it's got a pure sine wave inverter, meaning that this is safe to plug in all your expensive devices like your laptops and stuff like that, because a pure sine wave inverter is just way better and cleaner power and exactly what you want for your electrical devices. This thing is amazing. So over here for your inputs, you have your power input, also your solar input. And this one here is called an Anderson input, so you can plug in all your solar stuff right in here and get this thing all charged up, ready to go and easy to use. Man, this thing just looks good.
There's 4 different ways for you to charge up the Explorer 1000. You could use a standard wall plug, which would get you fully charged in about 7.5 hours. You could also plug this into an electric generator, which would take about the same amount of time. Or if you're out just enjoying your van life journey anyway, you're out for a nice drive, enjoying the sunshine or the sound of the rain on the roof of the van while you're going from one destination to another, you could use the 12 volt accessory plug in your dashboard. All you gotta do is plug it into the front of this thing. Then while you're out enjoying your nice journey and travels, this thing is getting all the power you need to keep your van powered, which is so amazing. It's literally, you plug it in and you kind of just forget about it. Charging it this way takes about 14 hours to fully charge it. Couple of little nice long drives and boom, this thing's got all the power you need to get you through the rest of the next few days or week, depending on the power consumption needs you have in your van. Another option, which is really cool, Jackery has a 100 watt foldable solar panel. This one here, these are awesome little solar panels. They're small, they're easy to store, they're compact. You could practically slide this underneath the back side of your bed if you wanted to. If you were to charge it to the 100 watt panel, it would take you 17 hours to fully charge this device. But Jackery makes a connector cable for this, which you could buy separately, which allows you to connect 2 of these 100 watt panels in parallel, charging up the Explorer 1000 in only 9 hours.
I know there's a lot of you that look at these batteries because they're a very simple way to power your van. Let me show you something even cooler about these batteries. Not only does this battery take out the confusion for all the electrical side of things, the next part for people that confuse them is how do you wire up all your LED lights? How do you turn these things on and off? Because all this stuff can be confusing as well. Let me show you how the Explorer 1000 can be a complete electrical system and control panel for your entire van. All you got to do is choose the lighting that you want to add to your van. So these are just colored little LED ones for a little ambiance in the van. All you got to do is take this, plug this in there, and that's it. And when you want to go to bed at night, you simply push the little button there, and out she goes. Wake up in the morning, you need some light, you push the button, now you got some power. And the same thing is going to apply for any other way you need power, any other devices that you need to plug in. If you have a fan that plugs into there and it gets hot and you want to turn the fan on, that simple. I got a few devices plugged in now. Let's follow this cable. This little box here. Yep, I am charging a Jackery battery off of a Jackery battery. So here it says it's pulling 46 watts. This one is getting 39 watt input on the charge, plus the LED lights are running. Now let's step this game up a little bit. This cable goes down to the little Dremel I use to trim my dog's nails. 104 watts of output, and we are running 3 different devices, which is nothing compared to what this thing can handle. So 103 watts on the output, and this thing can handle a 1000 watt power output from just these plugs alone. And from all these 3 things plugged in, we were barely tapping on what this section can even handle and or what the battery can handle. This is 100% powerhouse.
I currently have my cell phone charging on here because we're running out of power on this thing, and it's in the quick charge port. So when we're pulling, what do we got here? We're pulling 12 watts off the battery at this current point in time. I know a lot of you guys don't understand the whole 1002 watt hour thing. The watt hour thing's hard to wrap your head around for some people because that's not a term you hear very often. So let me put this into another perspective for you. We've all heard of 100 amp hour lithium batteries, right? Well, this thing has a lithium battery inside and it's 46.4 amp hours. Some people buy those big expensive 1000 amp hour ones. Well, this one is 46.4 amp hours of power in one handheld, ready to go plug and play unit. So if you guys are interested in doing a little bit more research on the Explorer 1000, I will leave all the links in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, please put them in the links to this video, and either me or Jackery will get around to answer your guys' questions. But if you're looking for something for off-grid living to power absolutely everything, I think this is the answer.